Hello folks, how are you doing tonight? It's Fractal time. It's high time we work a little bit on the Fractal series. Honestly, both Megalomorpha and Fractal, we gotta get some work done on those. So today it's Fractal. Hey y'all, how are you doing? Q-Tips, thank you so much for that gifted sub to Marina. That's I love that Christmas spirit. So I hope you guys have been doing great. I'm sorry for not being able to stream yesterday. I've been trying to, like get up to date with work, with like commissioned stuff that I cannot stream before I leave tomorrow. Because tomorrow, in case you don't know, important programming note. Tomorrow I'll be going back to my parents for nearly a week. So from 24th to the 29th, I'll be out. And yeah, then I'll be back. I don't know exactly when the next stream is going to be. I'm going to try and stream before the New Year's. If I can, no promises, but maybe the 29th or the 30th. I want to do a stream where I do a retrospective of the whole year. So we'll go back through the year and look at everything that's happened. All the art I've done, like all the other stuff that's happened in art, and I guess all the social media clusterfucks, all of that. Figure it's a good time as any for a retrospective. So yeah, y'all, how are you doing? Who's here? Marina, Grouse, Siphon, Stephanie, Sora, Q-Tips, Pyro, Kobo. What am I missing? Am I missing anybody? Outpost. Well, if I missed anybody else, hello. How are you doing? And Dino, who just followed. Valtrospective. Close enough. 29th is your birthday? I'll be traveling on the 29th, so it's out of between 29th and 30th. It's the most unlikely of the two, because I'll be here at the usual stream time, but since I'll be back from a medium-sized trip, I might be a bit tired. We'll see. Stepped away and heard me. Hi. Just woke up. Hey, Sora. The sneak nap. Struggling trying to finish drawing Christmas presents. Thankfully, I didn't do like art Christmas presents this year, so because I've had so much work that I figured like I'm not gonna put more workload on myself. I'm not gonna say what Christmas present I got for my family. It's a funny story, but I'm not gonna say it in case any of them are watching this stream or happen to watch it before tomorrow. You never know. I don't want to spoil it for them. But yeah, it's a funny story, so remind me when I'm back to tell you all the weird gift I got. Also, check this out. Big googly eyes that I got. This is my Christmas gift to you. And, well, I guess I've just shown them for now, but we have a sub goal going on. If we get to, I don't even recall what the sub goal was. Whenever we get 21 more subs, if this happens this stream or in 10 streams, it doesn't matter. We'll be placing those on my headphones, probably here and here, but we might do something different. Who knows? Might clip them on like cat ears. Big googlies. Hell yeah. I forgot I had my email notifications on. They're off now. So, Fractal series. Should I go through the Fractal series? Do you guys need a refresher? Is anyone on this in chat unfamiliar with the Fractal series? Which I wouldn't blame you for not being super familiar, because it's been a while since I posted one. Patented googly headsets, exactly. Better than the headphones, cat ears. Yeah, exactly. That would be the kind of the reference. Just putting them here. I guess they would be cropped most of the time. So maybe the best ones would be like putting them each on one side like this, and then I can do this and get some big googlies. Could you use a recap? It's unforgettable. Hace poco te llegó la camiseta. Hey, nice. Me alegro. Okay, let's do a little recap of the Fractal series. Why not? Let me open the browser. There it is. Thank you, Siphon, for putting the link in chat. So yeah, you got the link in chat. Siphon just posted it, or just did the command. So you guys can follow it yourselves. Why is my logo not showing up? Hey, website. There we go. Don't mind the jank. My website usually works perfectly. How could I forget? I drank the Fractal juice. Hell yeah. Also, yeah, we got. Oh, this one's important because my last stream before Christmas. I have limited edition Christmas sweaters and shirts that you can only get before Christmas. So obviously, like, if you get them right now, understand that you won't get them before Christmas. They can act as late Christmas gifts, or just for yourself if you want one, or if you are in Spain or a Spanish-speaking country, Dia de Reyes. It's a perfect time for that. Especially since Santa Claus is the sworn enemy of the three wise men. Is it in English? The three kings. In any case, while I'm live, you guys can actually gift this to people. So if you feel like you're in a given mood, you can actually, instead of getting this t-shirt or sweater for yourself, you can just get it for someone random in chat, who I'm sure would really appreciate it. So just another option for you guys to have. In any case, let's go through the Fractal series a little bit. I'll try to not constantly promote this during the stream, but it is the last day, so I did want to give you guys a reminder. The crack in the server's floor must have extended to the website. Based on Fractal juiced. I love that. Jujuba, thank you so much for the follow. Santa fist fighting the three wise men. Exactly. Oh yeah, another thing. QTS mentions the server. It is a great time to join the Discord server. If you aren't there already, join it now. We just reached 2,000 people, and I don't want to spoil what's going to happen, but I'll just tell you that when we reached 1,000 people, there was a big server event where everything, like the channel started disappearing, and it started like the reality started destabilizing, I guess. And to fix it, we had to sacrifice someone, which means banning them from the server, banning a volunteer from the server, so that it could stay stable. And that was a fun little event that we did. This time, a crack is appearing on the ground, and it keeps growing. We don't know what's up with it, but hey, if you want to participate in this little event, whatever happens in it, it won't be... we've decided, even though we just reached 2,000 people, we're not firing it off yet. We've decided to wait a little bit until after the new year, so it doesn't catch people in the middle of the holidays. We don't want chaos during that time. So after the New Year's, at some point we'll kick off the 2000 server event. It's gonna be a fun one. So yeah, join the Discord if you're in there already. This is a thread, join now, exactly. As an experienced architect, I can say with confidence about the crack, it's there. Okay, so that said, with everything out of the way, let's go back and revisit the Fractal series a little bit. It all starts July 23rd, 2006. There's a parallel timeline that essentially diverges from ours at this exact moment. It all starts with a ship called the Cougar Ace that capsizes in the middle of the ocean, and something from its cargo starts leaking out into the water, some kind of strange oil. And this oil kind of self-organizes into fractal patterns and is self-replicating, so it keeps growing and growing and growing. It all starts with like, oh, strange fishes in the area, but people don't pay it too much attention, except for, you know, oh, this is obviously bad, like ecologically, but it gets much worse. A few months later, hurricane appears. The winds pick up a lot of water, and with that water, they pick up whatever that unknown substance is, and the hurricane itself becomes strangely fractal. As it touches the earth, everything gains this fractal sheen, and we first start seeing it with animals and plants that start getting this strange oily cover, start growing in strange and weird mathematical patterns. Even their behaviors, like for example, birds will start flocking in fractal shapes. Spiders will start building like recursive spider webs. But soon enough, it starts getting to humans. This is still the same year as that ship capsized, so we're still early stages. We start seeing it not directly on humans, but on bacteria that infect humans. Bacteria starts growing kind of out of control, even though it's like normal mouth microbiome, it starts growing as if it were infectious. Soon though, we start seeing the direct effect on humans. This is categorized as a new syndrome called Fractal Syndrome by the World Health Organization in 2007. At first, the symptoms are small, and they mostly affect growth areas. So, you know, the areas of the body that get, like, where the cells grow a lot and get substituted quickly. So, like intestinal lining, your nails and stuff, and slowly it starts spreading to areas that are slower growth, you know, like your eyes and teeth. Eventually, though, it starts affecting the brain. That's when things start getting creepy. Because you guys remember those birds flocking in fractal patterns? Well, same thing starts happening to humans. Even more pattern in kids who start like developing these mental symptoms much earlier than adults, and in like different ways, like it affects them like developmentally. But now we jump into the timeline to around 2009. In the interim between, like, you know, this fractal syndrome appearing and starting affecting people, when it starts affecting people's brains, there's been kind of a strange development. A religion has formed. It's called the Fractal Communion, and its numbers like start exploding in the millions, because they've noticed that, for example, imagine you're a blind person. Your eye is all sorts messed up, no recovery. Let's say you take a purified version of this oily fractal substance and you put it on your eye. This eye will not gain its vision back, but new eyes will start growing, which essentially is a miracle. It is essentially cured blindness. So starting with these quote-unquote miracles, people start flocking to this strange new religion. The chemical is also identified as Hausdorff D2.5, which is the chemical name for what we'll usually be referring to as just the fractal, or colloquially fractal juice. I'll catch up with Chad in a minute, by the way, when I finish with this. I'm sure y'all are saying very funny stuff, though. And now we jump 2 years once again. This is 2011. There is a strange terrorist attack over many major cities in the world. A group called the Branch that kind of comes from this fractal communion. Let's say an extremist front of this fractal religion has formed, and they got together all over the world and planned an attack where they would, instead of, trying to convince people to fractalize themselves like the religion has been doing, they will fractalize people on purpose, like just without asking them. They start putting all this fractal juice, the fractal, they vaporize it, and they start dropping it on cities. And that essentially puts this fractal substance in the air and in the clouds. So whenever it rains, the rain is full of fractal juice. Whenever you breathe, you're breathing in fractal juice. And this, what we see here, the first reflection of an actually more fully fractalized person, is one of these members of the Branch celebrating as it rains. And the rain carries the fractal juice, infecting possibly tens of millions. This is where we are right now. So let's see. Let me catch up with Chad a little bit. I'm not ignoring you. Don't worry. I just wanted to tell the full story without stopping myself for questions. But do let me know if you got any questions, because I kind of skipped around through the story a little bit instead of just reading the text. Okay, let's see. Birds start fucking in fractal shapes? I said flocking. Come on. Get your man out of the gutter. Makes kids smarter at math? I don't know about that, but possibly. So, okay, when it fractalizes the brain, to the person who's been going through it, look at the brain with 2 fractalized sections here. So, you know how if your brain is smooth, it essentially has less surface area, which means less gray matter, which means you're less intelligent. It's kind of how it goes. And the wrinklier your brain is, some more gray matter. Imagine if this starts happening, if your brain starts essentially wrinkling in on itself and becoming recursively more complex. To the person going through this would feel like essentially their mind opening in entirely new ways. So it would probably feel like a religious experience to them. Yeah, it would definitely feel kind of ecstatic, I guess, to a lot of people, which is why, religion forms around it. So, and welcome to the new folks. I've been also ignoring the follows. Who's here? Did I say Jujuba? Yeah, thank you for the follow. Eliza? No, Eliza? Ozik, Meep, and Nightspin. Welcome, folks. A TikTok challenge where you drink that. Outpost, thank you so much for the gifted sub. I really appreciate that. Hey, Theo. That one guy has very early Valdevia merch. Yes, that's a good eye. Pyro, that's very sharp eye you got right there. Yes, this is actually the inspiration that eventually became this. Now you can get it in real life. It's embroidered and everything. It looks really cool in real life. I should take some like professional pics of these so that it's not just like the store's preview. I should like take some good pics of them. But yeah, this eventually became a piece of merch. Still catching up, by the way. The brain collapses in on itself, exactly. Also, yeah, Merry Crisis to everybody. Still the 23rd, but since I'm not going to be here tomorrow, Merry Crisis. Merry Crimus. Gotta order some merch and do a photo shoot. Oh my god, yes. Hey, Boris. Theo, I will give you a merch discount in exchange for some, like, nice photos. So I can put them on the website. What happens when the fractal brain gets infinitely crinkled? That's the thing about being fractalized. It might feel super cool at first. You might gain new eyes, cure your blindness, and you might get new arms. You might get a kind of a religious open mind experience. But over time, your body will physically be unable to sustain like this level of growth. And essentially, like, imagine if for example, your arms start getting fractalized and you just keep getting like new and new and new limbs. At some point, your heart is not able to pump enough blood to get to all of that. And your heart might get fractalized as well. Let's say, like we can say, like, okay, maybe the heart gets fractalized, it gets infinitely complex. You get like new accessory hearts or whatever. Okay, maybe it can help with that. But eventually, if your body is not fractalizing at exactly the same rate throughout, at some point, your body's going to fail. You know, it's not going to be able to keep up, and it's going to die somewhere or another, right? It can be because my view is that the fractalization is a bit different for everybody. It depends on where the fractal juice kind of came in contact with your body first. If it came in contact with your eye first, maybe that part starts getting fractalized, kind of starts taking over your face, and doesn't leave space for the rest of your body parts to be fractalized. So maybe you end up becoming like an eye person, like it's all eyes all over. I've done a lot of like fractalized limbs because I feel like that would be one of the most obvious ones. It's usually like your limbs or your arms will be like some of the most exposed parts of your body. So if you get the contact with the fractal through like skin contact, your limbs might be the first ones to like the most exposed parts, and those like thus like the first ones to fractalize. So limbs and face, I focus a little bit more on that. Eventually though, like if it keeps going, like imagine like this person, like it's already getting like pretty freaky at this point. Like we can still say like, okay, a heart is able to pump enough blood for all those little arms. Yeah, sure, let's say so. But eventually, like something's gonna fail. It's gonna fail one way or the other, right? So people would start becoming like more and more grotesque, and the body horror would increase. and at some point their bodies would just fail. We still haven't reached that point. The fractalization doesn't happen immediately. It only happens at the rate that your body is able to grow. So even if it kicks in like your growth hormones and everything like full power, you can't grow a limb immediately. It has to take a few years to grow. Like this person with a bunch of limbs probably was one of the first ones to be fractalized, if that makes sense. This is like 2011 in this timeline. The first like human fractalizations happened in 2007. So that's already 4 years that they had to fractalize. It's 4 years. I mean, we're stretching things, but it's still like reasonable if your body starts like kicking in all growth hormones and stuff. Reasonably, you could grow like little arms. We're still like, we're in fantasy levels, but you gotta like try to think about the fantasy scientifically, so it kind of makes sense, at least within the world, not with like it. This is essentially like fractal magic at some point. You're playing with an element or a chemical compound that has not the same number of dimensions as our world, so that's kind of where the curtain gets pulled in front of our eyes. But yeah, so there's going to be a lot of like hand waving and vocode. It's a fractal magic that explains things away, but you still got to be like internally consistent, if that makes sense. Like even if it doesn't make sense compared to our real worlds, it has to make sense within their worlds, within the fractal world. So yeah, here's to internal consistency. Could you donate spares? Here's a spare kidney, bestie. To be honest, possibly. The spare kidneys you'd get would not be like full kidneys. It would just be like little growths and like, I don't know how useful they would be to transplant. Sometimes your tongue fractalizes so intensely that you choke to death on it. True. It's like cancer, it's unstoppable. I guess you could compare it to something like that. It's more of an ordered growth though, than a disordered, just like cells growing. It's more like, you know, your body's own systems growing in ways they shouldn't, but that still makes sense. Like they'll still like produce full arms or full eyes. What point does a fractal brain go from intelligent to pure madness? Oh, good question. Good question. I feel like it's pretty immediate. I feel like this fractalized brain, it would feel like your brain is opening to you, but to others it would probably feel closer to like madness, if that makes sense. Like you probably wouldn't realistically become more intelligent, but you would feel like you would. Does that make sense? What would happen if I swam in the fractal juice? I assume like your limbs and torso would get fractalized, though I don't know how the torso would really fractalize. Maybe you grow extra ribs or something. Does a fractalization hurt at all, or is it more of a growing pain, ache-like feeling? Yeah, I feel like it wouldn't hurt that much. It wouldn't be like an incredibly like painful experience. I do like the comparison to like growing pains, and definitely like there would be some parts where, like, imagine your I don't know who mentioned it before. I could look it up, but I think Stephanie, who said like your tongue starts growing so much that you choke. Those kinds of interactions. Or imagine like okay, imagine you drink the fractal juice, so it has first contact with your digestive system. Imagine your intestines just start growing and growing and growing, taking up more space. It essentially like bloats you, and that would probably be quite painful. Because you'd start like getting an inside pressure. That one would probably be messed up, even though I don't know if I'll represent that one in my edits, since it would just feel like bloating on the outside, and that's not like as interesting visually. Theorizing about the fractal world is nearly as much fun as making edits for it. You'd grow extra nipples. DIY polymastia. Infinite belly buttons. Yeah, true, true. Would fractalized muscles be able to contract more forcefully, or would it just hinder contraction? I feel like it would depend on how. Like on how they're growing specifically. Also, Moth Teeth, Spook Shadow, and the Ceramic Bank. Thank you guys for the follows. What is meme culture like in this universe? Probably just as bad as ours. Fractal muscles immediately cramp. Possibly. Would words become fractalized? I don't think so, but I think your vision, if you're being fractalized and your occipital lobe is affected, your vision would become fractalized. So it would essentially be like looking through a kaleidoscope. You'd probably, like, your brain has a lot of plasticity. I would say like doubly so if it's being fractalized, because like cells are being, like neurons are being reorganized and stuff. But at least at first it would feel like pretty dizzying, and your vision would start like kind of, you know, dividing into a bunch of parts in like a kaleidoscope. Eventually though, I think it would like settle more or less something where your brain would be able to still interpret what's going on. Like you would still see things, and your brain would kind of like through plasticity adapt to this new situation. And you'd probably still see like a kaleidoscope, but at least it wouldn't be dizzying. I feel like, I don't know. Brains are difficult. Fractal cramps. Framps, if you will. Of course, Stephanie's thinking about the calligraphy. Fractal memes would probably be that, like the thing someone said of, what if we held hands and held hands and held hands and held hands? Recursive memes. Each hair fractalized? Oh my god, yeah. The split ends, imagine that. Miniature bushes, one for each hair. Imagine the volume though. Like that would make some cool ass haircuts. Don't talk to me or my son or my son or my son or my son ever again. Very first stage of fractalization, the person just became a contorted yet somehow stable creature. Yeah, I feel like it would keep going until... I don't know, like... until your body is not able to like sustain itself, I feel like. So yeah, we'll eventually depict that. I eventually want to depict the like fully fractalize people, at least in some way. I've tried to be like pretty indirect with how to represent the fractal people, because I feel like it's much scarier in our imagination than it is in whatever I can represent, right? So I like representing like either little chunks, like just an eye, just a hand, or like indirect views like we're seeing right there, or shots where we're like seeing it from far away, so we're not like focusing on a single fractalized person. Do you take song recommendations? I have a playlist of songs that is safe for Twitch, so I most likely the song you're about to recommend is copyrighted and can't be used. Would time become fractalized? No, only space in this case. And thank you for the save reminder, even though we haven't really started. Touching fractal people makes you go through them. Oh no, they're perfectly physical. It's your actual body growing in strange ways, and you'd feel every second of it. Put Homestuck music. I don't think that's I assume that's copyrighted. In any case, I would not want to invite the demon that is the Homestuck fandom in here. Is the story going to escalate from there? Oh yes. This is an apocalypse story. If you guys weren't like seeing where this is going, we're already at tens of millions people fractalized. But it's only going to get worse. Like, we're going from those tens of millions to slowly everybody, and eventually the complete obliteration and destruction of humanity. That's coming eventually. Give me time. Give me time. We will get there. I can handle the Homestuck fans. I was one of them. The reveal. You're holding hands with someone when you both undergo a spurt of fractalization, ended up forever entangled. Oh, so cute. Homestuck fan, check out the new juice we came up with. Can fractals spread through a vacuum? Not really, since it is a particle at the end of the day. It's Hausdorff D2.5. So this is the lore behind the particle that causes the fractal is, and is hand wavy, a little bit like magic-y, so don't try to explain it too scientifically, but it is a molecule that doesn't have quite 2 dimensions, or quite it's not quite 2-dimensional, it's not quite 3-dimensional, it's right in the middle. It has 2.5 dimensions, and what it does is it kind of bends everything into, it's like everything around it into that kind of dimensional frame. It kind of bends the dimensions of things around it and multiplies that way. It starts like essentially kind of spreading itself through, like bending the particles around it at will. So not at will, but like in this bending them to its own dimensional level. So yeah, the explanation behind this is that fractals are not quite 2-dimensional, not quite 3-dimensional, depends on the fractal. Some of them are between 1 and 2 dimensions, for example. The 3-dimensional fractals that we would call are actually between 2 and 3 dimensions, because they don't quite have a volume. it's a whole mathematical explanation. It's not too important to the series. You all need to know mathematics to understand what's going on. But if you were interested in knowing like the lore behind it, it's essentially that it's a physical particle that, or molecule that will bend molecules around it to 2.5 dimensions, more or less. The next episode of Firth. Homestuck fans were already in your chat, like sleeper agents. Anyway, we have a couple of images that are still unreleased. They're not even on my website or anywhere for the next part of the Fractal series. And here is one. So the lore continues, or the story continues like this. Last part, we saw that millions of people in major cities around the world had been fractalized against their will. What happens now is that governments in fear quarantine those cities to not let the fractals spread further than them. So they essentially like block people away, like block people inside these cities and don't let them escape, and kind of do a really like forceful and overbearing response to this. So what happens is people revolt, and they start using the fractal as a weapon in this struggle, because they are fractalized anyway, like they don't care anymore. So they're using this fractal juice to essentially like gain ground against the government authorities in this sort of civil war. It's more of a global struggle at this point than a civil war. There are many governments involved. I'm not going to go deep into like a specific country's story in this. I kind of want it to be a global story, which is why I'm not mentioning like specific cities or anything like that. What just happened in the chat? Oh no, chat is fractalized. Hey Graph, chat is fractalized. The crawlers is so sad. In any case, oh no, chat is being fractalized. Is so sad. Should I provide cleansing fire? No, let it die out. Let it die out. It's fine. Yeah, we have this image of the fractal burning car, which is one of these representations of this struggle going on. And where's the other one? I thought I had it open. Hold on. Opening the other one. I still don't know if this one is going to go in this like next part or in the following one. Because it's a picture of like, you know, like armed conflict in the streets. With like an AK. I think this is an AK. And then what I added here to the background is a bunch of like strange oily clouds. These are just fractals I generated with a 3D fractal program, and then it mixed them in with these burning tires to kind of make it so that, you know, they're kind of burning the fractal juice and creating these essentially like impenetrable fractal smoke screens that they're using in this civil war. if you understood how fractals fractalize, can you make anything out of nothing? Like make a paper fractalize into a house or something? Not really, because you know the things only fractalize like into like to the inside. Things don't tend to really fractalize and grow too much. They'll kind of like tend to occupy a space. So for example, if you got the person with fractal arms, it'll first start growing and hold on. So let me zoom in, please. God damn it. Photoshop, don't be slow. Okay. Let's say this person's arm fractalized. Oh boy, Photoshop is being slow. I think this document is really big. I think this might be what's going on there. In any case, this person starts fractalizing their arm, and like new arms start growing. It's like a branching thing. So it feels like it's growing at first, but it's not really gonna grow further away from this. It's just gonna keep like occupying the space and keep like folding in on itself until it has essentially like filled in this entire circle. But it's not really gonna keep growing and growing and growing. It doesn't really work like that. I'm doing riots. Yeah, that's the aesthetic for this part. How many cans of fractal juice do they have? Well, it's self-replicating, so they could like produce more fractal juice if they wanted. Funny tree that lives in your shoulder. Hey, Rose. So yeah, in any case, we got this. I feel like this image is too blue. It needs to be a bit more purple. I think I did have a reasoning while I made it, where I said I want it to be blue to make the series kind of go through a color change, like as the fractal advances, the color palette kind of shimmers as well. It's kind of going from okay, if we check here, it's going from blues to purple to oranges, then to purples. Not this one, that was black and white. It's kind of the exception. Now it's getting from, like, it has hot pinks and purples. Yeah, I kind of like using this like shimmering color palette, if that makes sense. It has a bit of purples, a bit of like light blues, a little bit of greens from time to time. But I like using purples as the main color for the series. I feel like it's kind of its identity, I would say. It also gives the fractal a sort of, you know, like strange, like magical light. I think it's fun. Can you fractalize food for infinite food? Once again, no, not really. Not often found in nature, that's true. Like you can't use the fractal to grow things infinitely, if that makes sense. Also, the fractal doesn't really work on inorganic things as much as it works on organic things. The fractal will affect things that grow fast, much faster than things that grow slowly or that don't grow at all. So for example, if you pour the fractal juice into a rock, the rock won't fractalize. You won't see it change until maybe like millions of years later, through like erosion and stuff. Maybe that erosion does take fractal patterns. But for example, if you put a fractal into smoke, the smoke being a constantly changing thing will immediately change into a fractal pattern. So in this case, for example, if you pour the fractal onto a person, it will like kind of pull, like tug this person's body into generating fractal patterns, but it's kind of using the body's like pre-existing like growth hormones and stuff to do this. It's kind of hijacking the body in a way, but if you pour the fractal on a piece of bread, maybe you'll get like fractalized mold and stuff, but not more than that. Infinite body parts equals infinite food. Yeah, but you gotta feed the people that have infinite body parts. So it's kind of a zero-sum game. The fungus, the fractal the fractal fungus. The original is really dark. Okay, let's go and edit things a little bit here. Oh, I kind of like pin light here. That creates a sort of wispy look. So these textures I'm using here are like 3D generated kind of fractal bubbles. So I mixed in a bunch of them, really. Now I'm trying to see. How I can make them like slightly brighter. Because they kind of mix in with each other and become really dark. God, this is a bit of a mess of a Photoshop. Do you put fractal juice in your cereal before or after you pour the cereal? See, that's real questions. Fractal just makes things more awesome. Hey, we got a fractal stan in the chat. Careful. I think they're trying to recruit people for the fractal religion. Don't trust them. There we go. Got so many soft light layers scattered throughout. Okay, I wanted a little bit more contrast with the smoke, since that's kind of, you know, the main thing here. I want it to look like ominous and strange and colorful. And now I want to give the smoke a little bit of more of a pink tone. I want to go with a hot pink. So when I fractalize a plant, I'm studying a wondrous new chemical, but when I fractalize people, I'm committing an act of terrorism and should be put in prison. Exactly. People don't get it, don't they? Okay. Let's pinkify everything. I'm going crazy. Don't mind me. Just adding some shades of pink all around. Okay, so this here is where the color lies. There we go, found it. Okay, so that's blues. Let's see cyans. There we go, that's the ones I wanted. Made a meme. You can put it in live stream portal or meme chamber. Depends on if it's directly related to the stream or not. You choose. Okay. Now, try that camera raw filter again. Now that's going to be a different thing. The portal. That's great. I love it. the popping eyes and the pink color. And your fractal emote in the Discord. That is true. It's hard to make a fractal emote. The only fractal emote I got is this one in the here in the channel. It's one of the, I don't know if it's tier 2 or I don't recall how to get this one. Oh yeah, it's a tier 3 sub emote. Haven't been getting notifications. Missed so many streams. Oh yeah, Twitch is awful at that. I would recommend finding another way, like putting up notifications on Twitter, or activate notifications on Discord. Anything like that will probably be more trustworthy than Twitch. Twitch is very bad. Just have to randomly check and hope. Yeah, my recommendation is pop into the Discord, even if you don't use it much, and activate the in the welcome channel. You get the stream cultist role that will let you know when I'm streaming. It'll also let you know with some of the people in the server are streaming. If you just want to get notifications from me, I've set it up so that now it notifies the people with the Valdevia role as well. So if you got points saved up, you can get the Valdevia Discord role here with your stream points, and only get notified of my streams. Even though I'm the only person that streams regularly that gets notifications on the server, but still. Discord alerts are very consistent. You got it, Soup. Let's see. What's your name on the... It's Rain, right? With a... Found you. You got it, Soup. A fractal religion sect called the Mandel Brotherhood. That's very good. How did I not think about that? Yeah, the Discord notifications will let you know, yeah, when I'm like 2 minutes into the stream. So it's still, yeah, you'll still it's still during the countdown at the beginning, so you're not missing anything important. You have evolved. Let me go with the color mixer here. Take the blues. And purple them a little. Although I kind of like this too. Huh. Are there any oranges now? Yo, this is a bit dark. Let me brighten it. You're up to something devious? Oh my god. What are you up to? I don't know if I want to make the background like super dark. I kind of like the idea of the smoke kind of covering everything. But then that makes the contrast harder with the background, from the bubbles to the background. Devious little creature up to no good. Icky. There's a difference before and after. I definitely like the colors better. Certain Christmas edit ready. Would you like it now for the recap stream? Oh, let's go for it now if you got it. We can show it again on the recap stream. I feel like it's more timely now. Because the recap stream might already be in like early January, so. For all I know. Hell yeah. Okay, for those that don't know, Louds makes some fantastic video edits. Let me pull it up. Actual real Santa caught eating cookies on camera.
No, not this year. Not this year, you long, disgusting, jingle, fucking bastard!
Thank you, Laos. That was great. The sounds. You've killed Santa. You monster. Where did I sign this, by the way? It's been long enough that I don't remember signing it. See, I would have signed it here, I feel like. But I guess I didn't? I guess I didn't sign this. It's been months since I did this image. This is how fast I work on the Fractal series, apparently. So I guess I should sign it here. Hey, Jesus. Nolly list for sure. I watched this because I enjoyed your work and to focus on drawing long. I've been not remotely focusing. That's fair enough. I feel like when I like watching streams as I work on my own stuff, even though I don't do it as much anymore because I tend to work on stream now, but I do think it helps, but my attention will definitely like ebb and flow during the stream. I think that's fine. I think humans aren't really made to be constantly focusing on a single thing for long amounts of time. I think that's a lie that capitalism tells us, so we can keep working and working. That's good to take breaks.
El jugo fractal prohibido.
El jugo fractal prohibido. Thank you, Jesus. You're hella late? Not that much. I'm hella late. On the roof of the far right building. I also thought about it, but no, it's not there. Lurkers who got blindsided by the horrible sand. The forbidden fractal juice, exactly. Okay, let's do the signature. I will straight up bring the PNG in. Night Labs. Thank you for the edits. You sleep well. And have a good Christmas. Is it grape flavored? You wish. Yeah, you jinxed each other. Great timing. My theory is that the fractal juice actually is either really tasteless or tastes like everything, because it would bind to a bunch of different like taste receptors, because it like takes all shape, like every shape molecularly, so it would like randomly attach to different like tastes and smell receptors, and it would create just a really confusing aroma. I bet it makes a great mixer. Will, thank you so much for the follow. Anyway, double signature, because I had to fill up this whole space. Would freezing the fractal juice contain it? Might be slow it down, but I don't think it would really contain it. Okay, I think I'm happier with this one. If you want to see what it looked like before we got here, it looked like this. It was pretty like colorless, really, compared. I kind of like, that we could see some of the buildings behind here. I'd bring that back a little bit. Is I also wanted to feel like there's a certain like smoke curtain. Like some kind of mist coming. Oh, maybe this actually works quite well. And now, really quickly get some mist from possibly Texture Labs has some good mix. Hold on, I might have that in my own resources folder. Yeah. So I do color. Ooh, swirly. Obviously, I'm not gonna go this hard, but I'm wondering if I use this, kind of let one half of the image essentially be kind of misty. That would look nice. Definitely looks a bit softer. Bisexual meatballs. They're essentially like creating a smoke screen and kind of using the fractal as a weapon to not let these people in. It's kind of like biological warfare with fractals. Because the people inside the city, they're already fractalized. So they're essentially fighting for survival at this point. What do you think about the mist? Should we go misty or keep it clear? Conclusion, fractal juice. It tastes. There is taste happening. Brain says taste. Results are inconclusive. Exactly. Does the mist stink? Possibly in the same way that the fractal has taste. Maybe like it would smell like random things, I feel like. Like it would constantly be changing. It would probably be just confusing more than anything. Okay, I think I live misty, but not too much. Like this. This image is called Fractal War, because I know there were people with guns. I'm not too original. This one's the burning car. Might also adjust the colors of this one. Let me give them a little look. Okay, let's see. Maybe the color mixer might help. Because we got a lot of reds. Not that many reds, but a lot of oranges. And definitely a lot of yellows. Apparently space tastes like raspberries. I've heard about that. Oh, because that shows red for the highlights. Okay. If I actually go for blues for the highlights, I can essentially turn the flame bluish. I kind of want to go pink though. Oh, this is the original, by the way. Okay. Let me do By Pride Fractal Fire. Oh yeah, this series is basically bisexual lighting all around. This is how bisexual people come out. In case you didn't know. Okay, I'm trying to control how bright it is so that I can have nice colors. That's even brighter. I actually want it to be darker. God damn it. Might bring back some colors from this. Oh, thank you for the save reminder, by the way. I should save this one too. I like the color we ended up with here, this hot pink and blue. When I came out, we had to call the firefighters because I burned down the house. It happens a lot. Caused some property damage when I came out. They don't even want to know what happens when trans people come out. How many fractals does it take to transform into a biblically accurate angel? I don't know, but you sure can try. Good luck, is what I say. Godspeed. Space itself doesn't taste like raspberries as a dust cloud in the center of the Milky Way, made up of ethyl formate and N-propyl cyanide, which tastes and smells like raspberries and rum. Yum! Another reason to launch ourselves into space. Did it save properly? I sure hope so. Oh, I think this might have been the one that Wanted to save as PSB because it's pretty large. A bit of a mess of layers. Worry not. I'm simplifying it right now. New quotes. Eating the quote bots. Oh, actually, I'm gonna add all the signature and everything right below. Then I'm gonna add that. Ooh, why is it so different now? Okay. Let's investigate. Huh. Quite different. Quite a bit bluer. Let me investigate the reason for this. Naboru might have been trapped in the spirit temple for almost a decade, but at least she got to listen to this banger. Exactly. Let's see if this works out better. Still quite a bit different. Don't know what I like better though. Yeah, I'll keep that. Weird. This camera raw filter is definitely like breaking somewhere. What's up with it? Huh. I definitely broke something. I don't know where, but I certainly broke a thing. It's okay though. Still works. Kinda. Can I share something in the live stream portal? Depends on something. Define something. Sure, I guess. Classic Photoshop moments, truly. For context here, I was trying to copy a filter, like this camera raw filter thingy. And when I copied it, it came out like completely different. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. Have you tried turning it off now again? Not in this case. A poem. Ooh. Is that the mischief you were up to? Yeah, of course, share it. Let the world see. Oh my god, that's pretty long, okay? 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the server, not a user was chatting, there was no feeling of fervor. The stockings were hung in the meme chamber with care, with hopes that Valdevia would soon be there. The goblins were tucked separately in their beds, Terry and Guglia were sleeping together instead. The fractals were outside, taking over the world. The megalomorpha were sleeping, their wings and legs furled. When in the livestream portal there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the general to see what was the matter. There I saw him, my mind buzzing like a hive. It was Valdevia, and he was alive. There in the stream he was making some art in Photoshop. What he makes is always full of heart. Oh, with many laughs saved and a wheel, saves and a wheel. The time flew by like moments. The fun times we had were real, and he was quite a showman. But alas, the stream at last had ended, and there were some final chats, and with our final goodbyes, we finally tipped our hats. But before it stopped, there was one final saying, and it must be said before every stream's decaying. Into the night, he said in a jolly tone, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good time zone. Beautiful, beautiful. A lovely Christmas poem. Y'all can read it in the Discord, as always, in the livestream portal channel. Claps in the chat. Claps in the chat for Siphon. Golf clap, please. Oh, I wish Valdevia existed. One day, perhaps. Okay, let's find our third picture for this, because we got two. We're 2 out of 3 right now. Let's see what else we find. I had a few that I had looked up. I was looking for pictures of riots and stuff. I kind of liked this one. But there's not a lot of close-up people in any of the ones I've done. Not this one. This one's like World War I helmets, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. This one's cool. Because we don't get to see any faces or anything, it's kind of a crowd, a mess. Got more burnt cars, but we're already done that. We got city streets with gas. Got riot police. These protests in France. Oh, that's that whole collection. Oh, look at this one. Here it is. Found it. This is the original, by the way, in case you wondered. Bye, Rose. Thank you for coming. Merry Christmas to you as well. This one's cool. I think it would be nice to go vertical with one of them, because we generally in the Fractal series we tend to have like 2 horizontal and 1 vertical per part. Not necessarily, but ooh, this one's very cool as well. Could do more fractal fire. This one's dope too if there wasn't a person posing in the front. Ooh. Chaos. It's in the protests in Chile, looks like. Let me download this. This is a nice picture. It's like nicely framed by the silhouettes. Although I feel like the background is not as interesting. I like the frame more than the background. Will there be a stream after Christmas but before New Year's? I hope so. So I'll be back on, I'll leave tomorrow. I'll be back on the 29th. So 29th and 30th. We could do a stream, possibly. I can't promise because I got a lot of work, and the 29th I'll be traveling, so I don't know if I'll be awake enough to do it that night. So yeah, and then 31st, New Year's Eve. So I'll have New Year's Eve plans, and so if it can be the 29th or the 30th, I'll try to do it the 1st or the 2nd. We'll see though. Oh, I'm blurry. Come back. There we go. Okay, here's an idea. I use this one, and instead of having this like nondescript building in the background, we choose this, for example. Look at the Joker. Okay, let's try these two. The Joker. Let's do rotation, 90 degrees. Okay, I'm gonna crop it in a little bit. I like the framing. Or actually, hold on. I might do a little bit of a crop here, maybe 3, 4. Or 5. Seems good. Look up Plaza Dignidad, estallido social. On Google. Oh yeah, there were some pictures of that. Yeah, with the statue. I didn't want it to be too specifically like located though for these. If that makes sense. Hey Mectal. You do a lot of movie nights, don't you, Mectal? The good thing about these is that they're silhouettes, so you can get away with mixing them a little bit. Nice. If we do a movie night streaming, I have to start with the valdés-hevia logo. Yeah, let's see this. Let's see if it mixes together well. There's silhouettes of people that might not, but I like the general scene of confusion. So I want to do if underlying layer is dark. And also if it's bright. Tokyo Godfathers? I've heard good things, yeah. Trying to mix up these two pictures together. Even if it's clunky in some areas. Look for your photos from the estallido and upload into the sacrificial altar. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I feel like that background image doesn't work that well. It just doesn't mix very well with the one we have. This one's cool though. Okay, let's see. Let's do the same thing. We do underlying layer. Block if it's dark. Block if it's bright. Okay. These mix better. But it's still gonna need a little bit of pushing around. So I'll do another version of this. Let's just the regular layer. But it is on, I want to say multiply even. Someone has a Dodgers jersey, not jersey, whatever that's called, scarf. So I guess this was some kind of sports thing. Y'all know about sports? Y'all remember those? Oh shit, sorry. I was on this screen like an idiot. You guys should let me know. I was testing out this image in the background. It didn't miss much, but sometimes I won't look at my preview for a while and I'll forget. But yeah, someone's wearing a Dodgers. Someone has a Dodgers thing. So I am unknowingly, I picked, instead of a protest, I picked a sports thing. I will remove it. Wood estallido specific cryptids. Is that a thing? I had no idea there were cryptids that were specific to moments of social unrest, but I love that. Protest and sport rally, same thing, yeah. Same thing. Sports? Those little blue creatures that the wizard kept trying to eat. Exactly. That's the ones. Okay, this big number here, or letter, also looks very sports. So I shall hide it in the mist. Do levels. Okay, levels, I guess, do not work on that. Good to know. Oh yeah. Also, don't worry about the reds. I know red is not a very fractal color. So that shall be taken care of in due time. We'll change those reds into pinks and purples. Our favorite and most fractal of colors. Gonna hide that flag a little bit. Just hide it in the mist. Now this I'm gonna move up. There we go. Okay, now where should I fractalize things? Obviously in the people, but... Oh yeah, I also read that as the frog consumes all. Same. I do have a face. You can see it usually 3 times a week. Not during the holiday season, but generally. You can see my face 3 times a week, as legally mandated. Yeah, I was also thinking fractal frames, so we can actually recycle from here. While we're at it. Oh, this one's very blurry. I think this might be... Yeah. Re-downloaded Twitch just for this. Hell yeah. Welcome. Snatching assets from past pieces. That's what I call recycling, or being lazy, or being efficient. All sides of the same coin. Okay, so I'm gonna change the color and saturation of this. I think I'm gonna desaturate for now. And then brighten. But what I did for this, if I recall correctly, is just like a fractalized Julia Sets flame. It's nothing too fancy. It would not take a lot of time to redo, but also like if I redid it, I would get the exact same result. So like there's no sense in redoing it. So might as well recycle. So I'm basically taking little chunks of this Julia sets and adding them to places where I feel like it makes sense. Let me add this here on top. There we go. Oh, I know why I did that blurry version of the fractals before. To add a glowy effect to them. I'll do that at the end. What business does the shape have being infinite, truly? An affront to nature. Funny enough though, a lot of things in nature are more fractal than we think. It's actually things made by humans that tend to be less fractal. So in a way, the fractal series is just like nature going back to a natural state. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put it again on screen, or even color dodge. Ooh. I like color dodge, it creates a certain like burned effects. Work smarter, not harder. Exactly. Math is spooky and haunted, indeed. Ooh, I love this. I love the color dodge. Okay, it might add more individual color dodge fractals. I like them. Okay, so this plus screen plus blur plus ratio. The leaves of that tree would make it a good fractal. True. Yeah. thing about using the same pattern again and again, that it can be really easy to make it feel copy pasted. So gotta be a little bit careful with that. I feel like this repeats too much. I said in the Fractal series. You know, one of the hard things about this series is making things look not too mathematical, make them feel organic. When you're using like mathematical patterns, it's actually quite hard to make them look like spontaneous, if that makes sense. Like, it can't be always a perfect fractal. It has to be a little bit messy. Otherwise, it'll just read to us as like artificial. Okay, let's see what we did to the fire here. Not bad, not bad. Fire fractalized. Check. Now to the people. Oh, hold on. This fire is going over this guy's hats. Okay. Oh, god damn it, this guy's backpack as well. There we go. Oh, this should be Fractal, let's call it Riot. The Friot, if you will. Three-day blizzard, damn. I hate bragging, but we've had beach weather today. I'm not kidding. 29 degrees Celsius. Which is honestly wild, because I'm used to cold winters where I live, where I used to live. So this just breaks my brain. Yeah, it's been a bit chillier in general, but this morning, this morning evening, it was like Yeah, 29 max. I got a sweater now, so it's not that hot, but still. I don't have heating on. Like, this house doesn't have heating or AC, because you don't need it. Doesn't get that hot in winter, doesn't get that cold in... No, it doesn't get that hot in summer, doesn't get that cold in winter. Nearly said it the other way around. Okay, time to fractalize. Okay, we're kind of working with silhouettes here, which make things a bit harder. So I'm wondering which parts I can fractalize. Minus 34, damn. You guys live in cold areas. Three shirts, a poncho, a blanket with fuzzy socks. So I just realized there were still parts of the background are seeping through of this background. There we go. Your mailbox was frozen shut. Damn. Damn, that's a big change, Q-tips. Easy fractalization is just repeating an arm. Just an extra little baby hand to help. You know how it is. If you had it, you would use it too. Baby hand for stabilization, exactly. wondering, this guy just doesn't have a lot to do. Like an ear. Maybe they can have an accessory ear. Or several, but... I just want small things that make them look off, you know? Fractal ear. The freer, if you will. It's kind of hard to play with only silhouettes here. Like, what else do we have to fractalize that isn't limbs? A nose that isn't in the mask? Even if there was, the angle, it just doesn't work with this. This one does have a nose that you can repeat though. Should the nose come out of the nose and so on? Fractal hair bun. I thought about it, but it does make a lot of sense. Like, that could just be a hairstyle, right? Who would not want a fractal nose, honestly? That's a sniffer. He who smelt it. That's a perfect name. He who smelt it. I feel like, are we far enough into the Fractal series that we can have people with like little heads growing from their big heads? I feel like this guy just kind of want to remain silhouettes here. Could have something of the sort. But I feel like it should be pretty discreet, not super, like, pretty subtle. So maybe it's like a new head growing. But we can only see a little bit of it. And we'd have to remove the hair bun and stuff, just to make it feel different. Okay. So no hair bun, first of all. You don't need a hair bun. Little head. Your hair is not long enough. Get out of here. And you don't get a face mask either. You're not fully formed. Get out of here. This guy's just half masked. Flip it backwards. Now you have a 360 degrees of visual field. Sounds good, Maxwell. Enjoy your movie. And a Merry Christmas to you. Fractal parasitic twin. Totally. Exactly. Okay, so we got a guy with a little head. One consciousness or two independent consciousnesses? Anyway, I feel like it would be one consciousness. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Maybe we give this guy a special little third arm. Does it have different opinions? Yeah, I guess so. I guess it could have different opinions. Believes in QAnon. Maybe that little head is just an asshole. And keeps messing up your plans. Just a little bastard you can't get rid of. I feel like every little head would be either QAnon or a raging communist, and there's no in between. Like, you don't know which one you'll get, and you might get several of them, so they might start fighting. And that's what Fractal People memes are about. Oh my god, I just got a second little head. And this one's a libertarian. I'm so tired, guys. I just want one who I can talk about video games with. Where's my gaming head? Just ask, can we go to Burger King over and over? Enemies to lovers. Like an angel and a devil on your shoulders, but both are terrible. One is addicted to meth. That's my meth head. I just want a gamer girl head. I'm tired of getting the political ones. You get a gamer head, but it's a high-pitched, bigoted 12-year-old Call of Duty kid. Oh no. Let me explain why the free market will regulate society ethically. Part 1 of 300. Now, that would be the true nightmare. I feel like the libertarian head would probably be the worst one, because from personal experience, libertarians are the worst people to listen to. Like, they can just talk endlessly. And they're so sure they're right. Any libertarians in chat? Please say no, please say no, please say no. NFT head. Oh no. I feel like every time you grew a new head, it would kind of like be based off of you, but it would be like the intrusive thoughts you get. Like facets of your personality would grow into entire heads. They're horrible to listen to. They're crazy, but also somehow boring. Absolutely. I feel like this one's gonna get maybe not a secondary head, but a strange like hump. I just want to do something like body horror adjacent. But since you're only seeing the silhouette, you can only imagine what's going on with these people, you know? So they have like humps and strange, like you can see they're people, but they don't have like regular anatomy or anything, so you're kind of left guessing. One that just voices all your intrusive thoughts. Oh no. Imagine trying to date someone with that head. With an intrusive thought head. Intrusive thought head. Your fractal head is a furry, so you gotta dress up as a two-headed dragon to make the head happy. Oh, that's cute. My hump, my hump, my lovely fractal lump. Oh my god, the internal monologue head. Horrible. Oh no, the intrusive thought ahead. Nice to see you again, intrusive thought head. You got real fat. Oh no. I would simply cease to exist. I feel like this guy is the only one we can see there, where we can see their face. I kind of want to hide it. Or maybe I can do some like quick little extra eyes or something. Your baby's cute. I fucking hate babies. Thank you for the safe reminder. Yeah, I would rather hide that face more or less. The intrusive thought head, yeah, telling you, you're standing near a cliff. It tells you you should push that person. Hey, let's push that guy. And you gotta apologize. Can you surgically remove the head? You can try. You monster. Oh yeah, oh my god, the intrusive thought head. Every time Among Us is mentioned. Just pure hell. Once you remove it, two more grow. Exactly, there's no stopping them. And every time you try to remove one, it's like a whole surgery, really complicated stuff. So eventually you could just kind of give up and kind of learn to live with the head on your shoulder that keeps screaming, "Among Us!" Turf head, oh no. Can you imagine? Avid 4chan user. Yeah, I feel like every extra head, like being smaller, like a more primitive and younger quote unquote version of your head, would just be like very single-minded on something. So the first thing it saw, it would just kind of latch on to those first things. Viral pop song singing off key head. Oh no. The baby shark head. You just kept a head next to you constantly going, baby shark. Just constantly 24/7. I'd strangle that head so fast, me too. I would rather die than have baby shark blasting in my head 24/7. A wise move. Hold on, now this guy's be in front of the fire. I can't have the hand just disappear into the fire. You silly goose. Silly goose is myself. Pokemon breedability head. Horrid. Jail for 1,000 years. Don't really have a lot to do with this arm, since it goes inside, so it doesn't really think I can do with it. Let's ignore that. Head that only talks in movies. Oh my god, the movie quote head. The one that only quotes shows that you used to watch as a teenager, but you now find really cringy. the one that only quotes Homestuck. That's like a huge Homestuck fan and only talks about that. Only speaks in TikTok audios. Head that claps when a plane lands. I don't think heads can do that. Oh my god, a head that just keeps screaming throughout the plane ride. You know, just like babies crying. But it's your own head and you can't stop it. Head that speaks in a TikTok text-to-speech voice. I hate that voice. I hate it so much. New product, head mufflers. Okay, let's test out some colors with this. Also, where should we sign it? We got the camp. We could do a similar one, but it's too grainy, so not gonna be really visible. Put a blanket over them like a bird. Nap time for head. One that reads off Wattpad fanfics. Oh my god. How many neck pillows you'd need? A head that just channels a CSGO game chat. Oh my god. Call of Duty lobby. Oh, this can be a nice place for the signature. To be honest, it only needs one of these. That's it. Oh, Photoshop. Don't be weird. Be regular. Be regular. I wish I had a head that constantly reminded me to save in Photoshop. How cool would that be? Jesus, whoa! You madman! Oh my god, is that enough for the... Yep, that is exactly how many we needed. You absolute mad lad. Jesus Christ. Okay, this, you know what this means? Please focus, camera. Camera, focus. Hello, there it is. You know what this means? Leave this in the corner. We need to put these. Jesus, I will let you choose. One of them will be more immediate. The other one is more of a plan. But would you prefer if the googlies were like on top like this? Or if they were on the sides like here and to the other side? The first one, the problem with this is that they would be cut off most of the time. Because I cropped my camera too low, so it might be kind of hard to see most of the time. And these, they would be here on the side, but I could do this. I have the small one here, but not on my forehead. They need to be on the headphones, otherwise it'll just last one stream. Willing to send some money to get a second pair. Yeah, I should definitely get a second one. Whenever I go back, it was in the Flying Tiger, which is one of those like cheap stuff shops. I just found it by a complete accident. I was looking for wrapping paper. Sides will make noise when I shake my head. That is true. That'll be cute. I'm seeing more support for sides. Should we go for that? Let's see. We have the small one here. Sides like a prey animal. I already have one googly on one of the sides, but I can move that one somewhere else. Like that googly is transferable, I guess. Go for sides? Let's go then. Okay. Let me first remove that googly. And then let me get some glue in case we need it. I think they already have some glue behind them, so that should hopefully be enough, but we'll see. I have some extra glue just in case. Apply to that googly. And now I remove these from their casing. There goes one. Yeah, that's definitely gonna need it. It has a little bit of glue like around, but that's definitely gonna need more. So I have some super glue. This will definitely work. I shall become the noisemaker. Okay, it's gonna be one. I'm gonna put some paper or something below it, because I don't want the super glue to be on my table. That would be very not nice for myself. Okay, so, oh god, it's actually like dried super glue on the top part, so it might not even come out at all. Let's see. So if that works. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yeah, there should hopefully be enough in this little thing for both of them. So that's gonna be one. Oh my god, it fits perfectly. Oh my god, you guys are gonna see real soon. Let me just place it. Hold it down a little. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how perfectly it fits once one of them is in there. Because, y'all, you see this little middle circle? Look at it. It is exactly right the exact size as the googly. That is perfect. That is a perfect fit, y'all. Okay, let's do the second. I'll show ya. I'll show ya. It's gonna be adorable, honestly. Okay. Locked pretty tightly. But I'll get it. Gotta get more of these. Like, it's rare to find such big googlies. Okay. A bit of glue. Pose for 5 seconds once you got both googlies. Yeah, for sure. I'll show you. Why 5 seconds? You're gonna try to get a clip? Hope the music is good. I don't know what the music is right now. Not listening. That's a lot of glue. I hope it's correctly placed. Okay, let's go for it. That's pretty much perfect. Okay. Gonna need to get some more glue, like this one. This is pretty much the end of it. Oh my god, this is gonna be good. What if they had eyelashes? Maybe for the next goal. Look at them. They're so good. It fits so perfectly too. Look at them. Okay. So, it appears like normal. If I turn around a little bit, then I can do this. It's like a predator. A predator. It's my ceremonial garb. My ceremonial garb for special moments. I love this. Thank you guys for unlocking this. It's beautiful. You can go predator or prey mode. Screenshot is in red. It's ready. Clip is in process. Perfect. And I guess we can throw this away. No need for it anymore. This, in case you didn't know, I mentioned it the other day, but it was like some sort of like luggage thing. There was like a little band that went around this, and this were the googlies, and on the other side there was a little like tag where you put your name and address and stuff. But that's useless now. I might keep this for like general use, because it's just an elastic band. Also, we now have an extra googly. I will let the first person to unlock the googly eye, just the regular one, the regular googly eye unlock, gets to choose where this goes. Let's see who's the fastest gun in the West. That also has 2,000 points. Siphon, you got it. Ooh, Outpost. I'll give him back to you, Outpost. You don't have to lose it. I refunded you the points. Top of the headphones? Let's see. Let's see if they, because the texture here might not allow for that. Let's go for slightly smaller ones. This. Okay, I'll give it a try, but it might not last for too long. We might have to choose a new place for like once it falls, but hey, give it a little test, shall we? Okay, glue that. See how long this glue holds. My guess is it won't hold until the end of the stream, but hey, we'll see. This moment, yeah, that needs to be a moment in Twitch. Hold on. Let's make a Twitch moment. It's been a while. Okay, I guess the moment is just me doing this. Predator mode engage. You guys should be able to get your moment. Let me know if you can get it. It should give you a little badge next to your name. I don't know what I claimed. That was the moment. I can, if something cool or hype. Oh, this fell already. I told y'all. It's served for the moment though. Yeah, if I activate a moment, you guys can claim it and it'll give you a badge next to your name, and the badge will be associated to a clip of the channel. And it's like, I was here when Predator mode happened. I think it worked. Yeah, sometimes it might take a minute to kind of appear on your profile, but if you click on the button saying claim the moment, you have it, or you'll have it real soon. Top is the same. It's the same like felt type thing. Let's see. Shall we do this cactus? What do you guys think? Because it'll definitely hold on that cactus. It's worked before. Shall we do the third cactus? Okay. Let's see. Let me glue it first. I should get more glue. I've spent all this glue on googly eyes. But it is for a good cause. It is the googly glue. Googly glue. Here. Oh, I guess it's not a cactus, it's whatchamacallit. The succulent. So let me hold it for a sec. Today is truly a googly day, isn't it? Okay, beautiful. Let's hope it holds. The other two held it very well, so. It's gonna be more visible once I don't have the Christmas lights. Streamer budget, help me save money. 50 on food, 15 on drinks, 60,000 on googly eyes and glue, 20 on art stuff. Exactly. Hey, I have this collection, this growing collection of googly eyes, and it's all thanks to you. You guys, you guys finance that through your bits and your subs. So you should be proud of it. We're all doing this together. Like High School Musical famously said. Is that a real succulent? Yeah. I have three little boys here. They grow really well here. You just need to water them every 15 days or so. They're in their climate, you know? Like you get succulents growing naturally right outside of the city here. Don't know what the badge is, but I hope I got it. You do have the Moments badge. I don't know if you had another one before. Obsessed with googly eyes. Can't believe we're funding Val's googly addiction. Hell, it all started with y'all. I don't know where what the exact origin of the googly eyes is. I don't know if it was suggested by someone in chat or if it was just me coming up with ideas for rewards, and I was like, okay, what can I add? Googly eyes. I don't know if it was like suggested or if it was a spur of the moment thing, but it all started with me adding googly eyes as a reward. So I would add them as a layer on Photoshop, and eventually it just started becoming a thing, a stream thing, you know? It's in Val and Sora, possibly. I don't know who it could have been. Sora was probably there, just by pure statistics. Because Sora was in 92% of my streams. Still live? Just a Twitter link. Yeah, if you guys see a Twitter link, I'm still gonna be live. I delete them after the stream, so say hey, welcome. Welcome, Gamauer. The statistic of 90 plus, but I think it was 92% of stream time watched. Not of streams, of stream time, which is even better. Let's go back here. I love these googlies. They look so cool there. They held perfectly too. Yeah, no movement. Yeah, glued on tight. Thank you guys for making it possible. It's a Christmas miracle, I would say. First stream, welcome. You came in right at the moment where the big googlies became a part of it. Early Christmas and birthday gift to you all. When is your birthday? Was it recently or is it soon? I'm so bad at remembering birthdays. One of my weak points. Pink fire, beautiful. Oh shit, yeah, I should, before I do this, I should get some of these soapy textures. Day after Christmas, nice. The wheel is on? Yeah, feel free to share it. Let's take a look. Okay, We got a bunch of soapy textures. Ooh, look at this bisexual one. Now we know where to attack. Mary Wheelmass. Oh my god, hold on. What's the name of the holiday again? It's Crisis. Which ones do you have? Halloween, Crime, Christmas, Crime and Chrysler, Crema, Crim, Emoji, Christ, Clamongus, Christmassy, not the Christmassy, Foot on that Tree, and can you believe it's... what's that? Oh, that video. Can you believe Christmas is 4 days away? It's a week away. Merry Crisis. Color looks cool. I'm more partial to soft light though. Okay, what I'll do is simply just cover everything. And then just paint a bit with it. I'm so excited with this information. Christmas, just a week away. Just 2 days away. I guess 1 day now, already. At least for me. I love this texture. I think I've used it so many times in the Fractal series. It's a good texture. Good one. Ooh, Difference makes some funky stuff. Yeah, I love using these oily textures for the Fractal series. They're good. Ooh, I might have to undo some of those soapy textures. That's better. Okay, now for colors. We already have a pretty nice blue-pink type of palette here, which is fairly easy to make this time. Didn't even need to add any color grading here. Okay, some midtones to this. Ooh, blue shadows. Very nice. Okay, changing the highlights here can change things fairly dramatically. I still want it to be fires, so I'm gonna go with yellow for these. Epic Mountain Songs, yeah, those are for the Gross Gesagt videos, which is a channel I don't really love, but that has me good music. Stop drinking coffee for a while, my left eye has been twitching. Switch to tea. It's a really good way of like weaning off of caffeine a little bit. And that still gets you a nice hot drink. Someone gifted a sub. That was probably Jesus, who just gifted 20 subs like an absolute madman. Thank you again, Jesus. So I guess I should end goal. Oh yeah, we should resume the goal we had before. I had it noted down. I will forget if I don't put it on. So we were at 8 out of 25 subs for Googly Hell Steven sibling. So how many should it be? 105. That's, hold on, it's the new ones. $17. If my count is correct. Okay. We're back to the old goal that we had. For the big googlies made their appearance. I saved the subs that were already given for that one because I didn't want people to waste subs or to waste gift subs on that. Kurskazak is not based, unfortunately. It's a hyper optimistic view of the world that essentially just parrots like neoliberal points and doesn't really like want to do anything to fix any of the world's problems because technology will fix everything. They paint it in a really nice presentation. They truly have like a lot of problems like ideologically as a channel, and they want to like they present themselves as like a science channel and when they're actually a politics channel. So it's iffy on many sides. I do like some of their videos. Some of the more scientific videos are good. Like there's not gonna be politics in their videos about ants or viruses or stuff like that. But there is a lot of it in any of their like futurism type videos. They're paid off by the Bill Gates Foundation, just to give you an idea of the kind of ideology they have. I do like the music in the videos, and it's it doesn't get pinged by Twitch, so I use it. Like the Fractal Fire? Thank you, Kylie. Yeah, I think fractals translate very well into fire. I don't know why, especially the Julia pattern. The Julia pattern is beautiful in fire. Yeah, they're funded by the many of their videos at least. I don't know if they're entirely funded by the Bill Gates Foundation, but many of their videos are. Hey Meg. You're doing fractals. If you want fractals, you're in the right place. I really like the palette for these. Happy with that. Thank you. Why do politics have to be everywhere, truly? And we just agree on something and get along? Nope. I'll fight you. I'll fight you because of that. Let's do... We didn't do noise. We need to do fairly heavy amounts of noise because we need to equalize this and this and the fractals. Them's finding words. What's the story with this one? Are you familiar with the Fractal series? Got Fractal Fire, more Fractal Fire, and a battle of sorts. And these armed people going against the big cloud of fractal smoke. Annihilation Core, totally. A lot of the Annihilation parallels came out of complete coincidence. Like, I still welcome them, but the kind of shimmery look that a lot of things in the Fractal series has is honestly, it's complete coincidence, because the series started with a one-off thing, which was this one here, and it was all about an oil spill. So I used this like oil spill textures, and when I continued, I was like I'll keep using those like bubbly, oily textures to represent the fractal, and I just kept doing it, and it became the main aesthetics of the series, to the point where everything became blue and purple over time. And you can see it especially here, for example, on the fractalized eye, or on the puddle even. Scotland and Spain passed transport-day laws recently. Yeah, I'm not sure about the Scottish one, but I read up on the Spanish one. It's been a law that's been in the works for a long time. Spain is currently, Spain's government is currently left-leaning, but there's two parties. It's essentially a two-party government. So there's kind of the center-left party and the slightly more left party that is socially more left, especially. So this left-er party proposed this trans bill, essentially, that would allow people to self-determine their gender without having a diagnosis or several years of hormones, which was the case until now. And turns out that a lot of the colors, the true colors of a lot of the center-left party showed, and it turned out to be full of TERFs that opposed to this bill because, oh, think about the children, that kind of like bullshit. Because it would allow like kids, I think from the age of 12 with like 12 to 15 or something, or to 16 with like parental advice, and from 16 on, just on their own, kids can just self-determine their gender. And obviously, like, the TERFs got mad at that, tried to block the bill. Eventually it passed though, so finally some decent stuff. They also banned conversion therapy like in 2022, but like, better late than never. This man is the chillest dude ever and just creates haunting cosmic horror with great calm. Yeah, I like to keep the streams chill, even though I create horrors beyond comprehension. A new Megalomorpha? I got one in the works. I got another one in like more early concept works, but I do have a couple of images for it. Just a matter of finishing either of those. Hopefully I can get some work in on January. You don't know what a TERF is? A TERF is a trans-excluding radical feminist, or trans-exclusionary, sorry, radical feminist. It's essentially a transphobe that passes themselves as a feminist, and they say like, oh, you know, they hate trans people, and they say it's like intruding in like women's spaces or undoing the fight that women have done for like equality. So yeah, it's a load of bullshit, and they usually align with far-right people calling themselves feminists, which is wild. You might have heard about J.K. Rowling having like some pretty like transphobic sentiments lately. J.K. Rowling is openly a TERF. Scotland passed a reform for the gender recognition bill, which simplifies the process to apply for legal recognition. Nice. That's good. So basically a similar one to Spain. I'm glad. Yeah, TERFs are horrible people. You should be careful because online they'll and in real life, like everywhere, they'll try to use like feminist talking points to try to talk people into transphobia. So they kind of mask their bigotry in like progressive talking points a lot of the time. And so yeah, they're like especially dangerous because of that. There's careful with things like the organizations like the LGB Alliance, it's called. So they very noticeably removed the T from LGBT, and they say they're like, oh, they're like gay and lesbians and bisexual people that want to protect their rights and whatever. They actually are like openly transphobic and have openly like campaigned against trans rights. So yeah, gotta be careful with that because they use the rhetorics and the talking points of like progressive activism and feminism to actually do the opposite and take rights away from people. Really wild stuff that we have to, you know, deal with people like that. Yeah, they spout the same bullshit that homophobes did back in the 60s. Exactly. They kind of mask it as... They mask those same points in like progressive talking points. It's wild. Argentina's bill sets the precedent. Nice. Maybe in Spain too. That's good to hear. Stay off our TERFs. Did I say that right? We just need to hit the recent button on all politics. Too late for that. Anyway, I'm looking at these 3 images. This one has a really strong color, like, vibe. Really pink. This one kind of has pink, but is bluer. And this one's really purple. Though I feel like we could go bluer with this. But there's something in this Photoshop document that's just like weighing things down for some reason. So they kind of go from this redder, like strong pink transition into blues and purples. I think they make a nice like transition from one color to the other. So let me start saving things. Gonna be 1. $10 years of a trans recognition bill. Nice. Oh yeah, the color out of space had a lot of like cool choices in terms of colors and palettes. They did some cool stuff. I assume you mean the movie. But also could be the story.
¿Qué tan difícil es ser amable y respetuoso con otras personas porque los políticos hacen parkour para ayudar a todos menos a ellos mismos?
How hard it is to be kind and respectful to other people, and why the politicians do parkour to help everyone, to help like just themselves, I mean, and not everyone. I assume you mean. Very true. And thank you for the bits. Okay. This has like those like heavily stylized like 80s like posters and music videos, you know, that type of aesthetic. I think it's the color scheme. It's really reminiscent of that. I guess it's reminiscent. Like my own stream has this color scheme. I guess I am fractalized in a way. Oh, look at what I found, by the way. Right now I got the Christmas lights, but whenever I remove them, sometime early January, I think, I got like a LED strip, LED strip. So you can actually program the color. I don't know how big it'll be, so it might just be like for a chunk of the background or something. But it could be cool, like some gamer lights. I wanted to have some lighting for the background for a while. Vaporwave, yeah, that type of aesthetic, yeah. Someone will try to use that bot that slaps parental advisory on pictures. Oh, I have that bot blocked. I have every bot. Here's a LED strip. That seems pretty long. I have every bot that edits your images on Twitter blocked. I want to seem like an asshole, but I don't like them. There was a horrible one that basically like ran your images through AI and you couldn't block them. It was really scummy. For each light you get 5 extra FPS. Longevity lights, nice. I think you can like make them cycle colors, but I don't like having flashing lights in the background. I'd probably just keep them one color, but I can change it. Like it has a bunch of color options. So yeah, I'll be testing that out whenever I'm tired of the Christmas lights, because those are only blue. They're a single color. And I wanted to order essentially, you know, LED lights like these off the internet, and it turns out they don't get here, like most things. Amazon doesn't, like most things from Amazon Spain, they just simply don't deliver to the Canary Islands. So you're kind of screwed if you want to order stuff off the internet. You kind of have to find it in a store here. It's a bit old school, really. You just gotta like shop around for stuff. It's nice. You do support like local shops and stuff, so it is actually fairly nice. But yeah, thankfully, just by complete coincidence, I found these LED lights, which I wanted to have for a while. Queer lights. Yeah, I will keep the bi-lighting for sure. But I can do things like change it around. Like I can have the blue light on me and the purple light in the background. And then I can do vice versa. How nice is that? Options. I can change it every day if I want. Probably won't, because not like I'm lazier than that, but hey, they work. Or hopefully they'll work. We'll see. Yeah, very gamer, absolutely. Gotta be a little bit gamer on this here platform. What I could do is I still got some of these. Sound panels. Got a few of them, so. There we go. I still haven't placed them in the background because I didn't want to I wanted to do those last. I got them all over the room though. Like, if you look over there and stuff, even on the ceiling. But I was just missing the background. Could be nice with a little light around them or something. Change it to a different Pride Flags color scheme every day. I don't know if it's that customizable. You can probably customize like the entire strip. But not down to the individual lights. I mean, if I change between this and that, maybe. But still, doubtful. I don't have that much color range. In any case, we're slowly making the stream look better, which is nice. Especially with these. That's the most important part. Just moves around. I can hear it. It's actually really cute. Google is watching. The individually programmed ones are super expensive. Yeah. Did the sound come through the mic? That's perfect. These Googlies have much higher power. It does. I love it. It's so good. It does come through. Perfect. I shall use it for evil. Ooh, look who's streaming. Oki is streaming. Yep. Yeah, Oki's doing art. Guys, should we go raid Oki before he raids us once again? It's getting fairly late, so I do have to get ready for my trip because I'm leaving today in my timeline, in my time zone. So let's go get Oki, okay? We will once again go to the ending stream just to catch people up so they don't like disappear in the middle of the stream. You'll have to wait, like we'll go to the ending stream screen, wait a few seconds, and then we'll start off the raid, okay? So yeah, apart from that, y'all, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have, if you do celebrate, a wonderful Christmas, and hopefully I'll see you before the New Year's. I will let you know on the Discord anyway, so do always keep an eye on the Discord if you want to know the specific times I'll be streaming. I'll let you know. Hopefully I can do a stream the 29th or the 30th, where we do a retrospective of the whole year. That's gonna be a fun one. So yeah, hopefully we can do that before the year ends. Otherwise, we'll do it on the 1st or the 2nd, whenever we got time to do the next stream. Y'all have a fantastic Christmas, Grimus, whatever it is. And I'll see you real soon.